Okay, so everything's all done. Just got the inner wheel well liners to go. Those things right there. But before I put those in, I just wanted to show you what we did. So I did the Ireland Engineering subframe bushings, the rear trailing arm bushings with Lemfurter OEMs, the rubber ones. I left the differential mount bushing alone because I think it was changed out a few years back when somebody hit the car. So when I looked at the bushing itself, it looked pretty good. I hear that polyurethane differential bushings are not good for the car. It tends to tear at the subframe and starts to separate if you have poly bushings. So I decided to stick with the OEM ones. I was considering getting the new ones, but they are currently about a little over $300. So I decided to just keep the ones that are in there. But luckily they are in good condition because it was actually changed out probably 2009. Although I haven't really driven a lot of miles since then. So it's still in pretty good condition. Also up front, I changed out the front control arm bushing. And then if you can see under there, under the oil pan, there's a lot of greenish fluid there. And I think that's basically the head gasket going. So if you look at the back, there's some whitish residue on the exhaust. It's only on the left one. I guess I do see some on the right one. I think there's a head gasket leaking, so the coolant is coming out of the tailpipe. So that's the next big job. I'm not sure when I'll get to that. Also, this was before I got the car. It looks like it was dragged at some point underneath, so the exhaust tip is kind of ground down. Anyway, head gaskets next at some point once I get the car drivable. Yeah, basically while I was under here, I noticed the trunk floor is starting to split. Right there, you can see some of that rust on the right side, right in the middle. That is starting to split, and there's a crack right there as well. So yeah, Randy Forbes Kit, sometime down the road, we're going to have to take care of that. The next big thing is the head gasket. I think that's probably the next job. I did see a video series on YouTube. Makes it seem fairly simple to do. It just takes a lot of time and dedication. And then the big thing is the subframe, the Randy Forbes Kit. Unfortunately, he is no longer taking new cars in. I think he's retiring from doing the repairs himself, but luckily the kits are still available for sales. If you've been thinking about this, I would definitely put your order in for the kit, even if you're not going to do it right away. But yeah, as of now, he's no longer taking in any new customer cars to do the repairs himself. So I have a kit on the way, but I don't know when that'll be actually done. The best thing would have been to have Randy himself, who created the kit, to do it himself because he does the best job. But outside of that, I'm going to have to do some research, see if any shops can tackle the job. Or I did see a Bimmer Brothers blog post. They did a 3-part series where they installed it themselves. I was taking a look at that, and I think the biggest hurdle would probably be learning how to weld. So maybe that's in our future, or if I find a shop, maybe I'll just have a shop do it. We'll see when that happens. I am actively trying to prevent this car from becoming a barn find. So that's why I decided to do the bushings right now, even though I'm not going to be able to drive the car for still in the near future. So let's get these inner wheel well liners back in. Hopefully it goes in a lot easier than they came out. Wow, going in is so much easier. And then do the same for the other side and you're good to go. Getting a car on 4 jacksons is always a precarious situation, but yeah, that thing was like 3-wheel motioning it for a while. I gotta figure out how to do it properly.